guys, my name is Bella. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, for liking my videos. Again, this is a brand new channel that I have. I used to have a few different channels in the past. This is my new channel and it's all about waist training and all this good stuff. But at the moment, since I'm pregnant, I'm going over what you can do, what you can't do, all this kind of good stuff. So I basically I had a bunch of questions to the doctor about the waist trainers that I wear, which are these ones. Whom already knows that I'm wearing them. But I wanted to make a review about this place where I went and the doctor that I've seen because this doctor kicked me out. Okay, so basically he no longer wants to see me as a patient and he referred me to another doctor that is rated 1 star in Texas. I don't know what's going on in Texas, but really these people are very unwelcoming, very, very rude. I don't know what's going on with the doctors really here. So um, um, as I'm talking to you, there's a truck full of chickens, and it's something very normal here in Texas where you see these huge trucks full of live chickens, and they're like all put into boxes on top of each other. It's just extremely disturbing. But anyways, that's another topic. But right now what I wanted to do is actually review Brazos Valley Women's Center. This center is supposedly all about women, all about women's health. There's a bunch of doctors there, mainly gynecologists and obstetricians. I'm not sure about any other doctors there, but my insurance was covered by these physicians here, and it's very upsetting for me to call them even that because like I said, when I did my research, I only used my insurance's website, which is Highmark. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, and not that I'm doing any kind of sponsoring to these people or anything like that, or they're not sponsoring me at all. What I'm trying to say is that that's the insurance that I have, and I was looking up doctors within the network, and they showed up, right? So basically, I called many places before I called them, and all these places were backed up 2-3 months at a time. I was like, I really need to see a doctor. I really need to go now. I'm worried. It's my first pregnancy. I'm really worried. I'm getting acne. Things were happening to my body that were very strange, and I had questions, just like any other human being in the world. And yeah, so when I called, they were like, oh, Dr. Dawson is available. He's the only one available right now, and he could see you within the next 2 weeks. Okay, great. So I scheduled my appointment. I was like, okay, great. I just want to make sure everything is okay. The baby is okay. Whatever. Right? So yeah, so I get there and I wait for about 2-3 hours until I was seen by somebody, and I was waiting in a room that was so freaking cold. I was freezing my ass to death. I was really cold. I had to wear just one of those like thin blouses that they give you, like the hospital whatever, those things. I was wearing that for like over an hour and a half inside because I got inside after a while. So basically later on so basically after a long wait, I saw somebody. She was not a doctor. She was not answering any of my questions. Later on, I found out that she was really not a doctor and all this stuff, whatever. She was just part of the team of that doctor as a nurse. Yeah. So when I found out, I still had my same issues, my hair fall, my acne, all these things. And remember, guys, I'm a competitor, so there was a lot of questions that were going in my head that I wanted to ask to this doctor. And, it's just like out of curiosity, and then being able to help you guys when I make my videos and answering all kinds of questions. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I really like to help you and help myself as well. Like I really like to have knowledge in certain things. And this is something that's happening to me. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think I would ever want to get pregnant again. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be my last pregnancy, my first and my last. But yeah, I had simple questions like, why is my hair falling? Can you give me anything? Can you give me any type of vitamins or maybe like some kind of injections that will stop my hair from falling? Things like that. So yeah, so when I saw that lady, she was being very nice, but she has absolutely zero answers for me. Then I called the office and I was freaking out at some point. I believe it was like 4 weeks maybe later or something. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I wasn't able to see the doctor. I still have the same issues. My hair is falling. I have too much acne on my face, all this stuff. So they made me an appointment with the doctor telling me, oh, he's willing to see you. I was like, he's willing to see me? Willing. So basically, not only you pay for all these visits, I mean, you have to pay to do your copay or whatever, but the doctors are not willing to see you. I'm not sure what's going on in Texas, but that whole building, because Brazos Women's Valley or Brazos Women's Center, Brazos Valley Women's Center is not the only one that exists there with obstetricians and gynecologists in that same building. There are others, and the worst part is that I didn't look them up. I didn't look at Yelp. I didn't look at Google. I usually do. I usually never go without checking the reviews, but I was really desperate. So yeah, so basically, when I looked them up, they were not rated. I believe they were 3 stars, and that's the total rating. A lot of people were giving them 1 star. So basically, my rating to this place is 1 star or below. So basically, after I saw the doctor, he answered 0 of my questions. I asked him stuff about training because, for example, I have a lot of friends that do bodybuilding and they take steroids. Girls, right? They take steroids and stuff like that. Out of curiosity, I looked up, pregnancy and steroids and all that. And it looked like the answers on Google, it was either unclear or safe. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's insanity. So when I went to the doctor, I asked him this question as well. I said, could people take steroids while they're pregnant? It's just a random question out of curiosity. He noted that in his file and he made it a big deal. And then he later had a nurse from the office call me and say, oh, we can no longer see you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I was in shock. I was pretty upset because first, I didn't like the doctor. I didn't think he was a professional at all. He didn't answer any of my questions. I'm literally dealing with my hair flow, everything by myself. I'm doing everything by myself. You don't feel the personal interaction. And he literally told the nurse that he suggested me to go to a doctor that is more personal, like someone else that is willing to take care of my needs. Like, then what are you there for? What's your point? Like, why are you a doctor? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to give her birth to her child or whatever. I'm not gonna be able to help her. I'm like, excuse me? Like, the doctor is refusing me as a patient? I'm the one that's supposed to refuse them. But anyways, it was all for the best because I really don't like the doctor. I don't like his vibe. His answer to every single one of my questions was, oh, it's just hormonal. And I get it. Yes, it's hormonal. But like, I have friends that got pregnant and my mom and everybody that I know. And they go to different doctors and the doctors would say, okay, take a little bit more biotin, take this, take that to help out. Or they would like make you feel better. Oh, don't worry, all this stuff will go through or whatever. This doctor doesn't talk to you about anything, doesn't make you feel better. Literally stormed out of the office, just basically like, oh, I'm done with this. And then I literally get a call the next day like, we don't want to see you. I'm like, since when doctors do that? I never had a situation like that. They didn't like me asking questions. They didn't like, they didn't like the fact that I was curious. Why should I go to the doctor if I'm not going to get answers to things, And he's the one that told me, by the way, that corsetting is okay while you're pregnant and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I'm not corsetting, I'm waist training. This is the waist trainer that I wear. But, like, I'm in shock. And I already found a better doctor, highly rated this time. But Texas doctors, like, most of them have really low ratings. And it's crazy to me because people in Texas are popping kids left and right. Like, I haven't met the first person that had less than 2 kids. So that's insanity, And then when I read a lot of other reviews about other doctors, they all had the same situation where the doctors contacted them the next day to tell them don't come back to this office. Either because they were late to an appointment or they had to cancel because they had a situation like this one girl, she had a period and she had to cancel, and this was Dr. Gill, which is the same doctor inside that same building who this doctor referred me to. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? They have super low rating, extremely rude people, extremely rude. Yeah, in other words, I really, really don't recommend them. I hate that place. They're very, very impersonal, very rude. They treat you like cattle. They literally treat you like cattle. If you have insurance, your insurance is going to pay a lot of money. You're going to pay a lot of money anyway because you're going to do a lot of blood testings and all that stuff. So take your money, go to a better place. Go to a place that deserves you as a patient. Go to a place where the doctor wants you as a patient or wants to answer your questions. I mean, if I was a doctor and I have someone curious, oh my God, I would love that patient because I'm like, okay, like, this is what's happening. Like, I love when people want to know what they have, what's going on in their lives, And I'm that kind of person. I'm all about like learning new things. And I'm very curious about things. So if that's a crime in today's society, it's just so freaking sad. Like I said, I highly, highly don't recommend this place. It's terrible. Their customer service is extremely disgusting. Yeah, don't go there. I'll make another review on the new doctor I'm going to. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. Still in Texas, so I don't have high hopes. But I'll keep you guys posted, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I will talk to you guys soon.